Yes, it's happening. Based Zeus is finally talking about overcoming social anxiety. You would understand why I said it like that if you saw my DMs. Seriously, I made so many videos about confidence and conversational skills that it still surprises me how many of you guys are still afraid to start conversations. But then I realized that even though I teach you all the theory you need, you can't put that shit into practice. So I developed a method anyone can use to overcome social anxiety. It's so simple that even a shy second grader could do it, so I don't want to hear any excuses now. But before we get into that, I want to thank today's video sponsor, which is me, Based Zeus, aka God. I just released a brand new video introduction of my texting course that I know you guys have been dying for me to release. The video breaks down my newest texting trick known as the Great Filter, which teaches you exactly what you need to do in order to make a girl like you over text and make her down to hang out with you. If you want to check it out and get your text game to the next level, then click the link below and I'll be sending you the video immediately after you sign up. Now, let's get right into this. I call this trick the 3C method. The 3 C's stand for constant, casual, complimentary. I give these methods fancy names so you guys really remember them, and even though they're pretty damn simple, they are extremely powerful and effective. Ready? Are you ready? Okay, so what's this method all about? The basic idea is that you should live your life as you normally do. Observe everything that's happening around you and make casual comments about it to whoever's next to you constantly every day. What do I mean by this? Let's say that you're just walking into the store and you see a person with a dog walking towards you. Make eye contact with the dog's owner and just blurt out, "What a cute dog," and keep it moving. Or, let's say that you see somebody trip and fall right in front of you. You can just look at them and say, "You good? That must have hurt like a bitch." They will probably just say, "Yeah, I'm good." Then again, just keep it moving. If you tell me that your social anxiety is so bad that you can't even do this, I have only one thing to say. You can fool yourself, but not me. Seriously, because that's just a bullshit excuse. Everyone can get crippling social anxiety. To keep it real, most of you don't even have such a bad case of social anxiety. Actually, most of you probably don't have any real disorder anyway, but you're just referring to your shyness as social anxiety, which is extremely counterproductive, by the way, because you are programming your brain to always succumb to the shyness. Blaming everything on social anxiety makes you give up all the control, and it ends up making your anxiety even worse. Before some of you mental health awareness activists attack me for not taking mental disorders seriously, let me just clarify that I believe there's an actual social anxiety disorder, but only a portion of the people who say they have it actually do. Let me make this simple. If you've never gone to a licensed doctor who told you you had social anxiety, just assume you don't have it and stop being afraid of social situations. Trust me, it's possible to get over this shit easily. I've seen it done so many times by numerous people before. Anyway, enough about social anxiety. Let's talk more about the actual method and why it's so fucking awesome. As I said, blurting out one comment is extremely easy. If you say you can't do it, you're lying to yourself. What makes this method great is that it removes the stress from having a full-blown conversation. When you just comment on shit, people will usually just laugh or say, "Yeah," and it ends there. Worst case scenario, or actually the best case scenario. You'll exchange a few sentences, and it's up to you if you want to turn it into an actual conversation. How hard can that shit be? It really isn't. And you know what the best part is? These strangers will forget that you made the comment within 15 seconds of you saying it, and they will also forget that you ever existed within 5 minutes of you getting out of their field of vision. There's literally no pressure, so don't tell me you can't do it. If you are really shy, you'll feel some fear, but don't worry, it's normal. Fear is absolutely normal and okay. Do you think that stuntmen don't feel fear before doing all those crazy stunts? Their hearts probably drop somewhere near their balls before they do backflips on bikes through rings of fire, but it's okay. You know why? Because fear is perfectly okay unless it stops you from doing what you want. But if you let the fear stop you, you can't blame the fear. You can only blame yourself. Because every day there are millions of people chasing their crazy dreams, even though they're scared to death. You think those people are special? They really aren't. If they can do it, you can do it. I'll say it again. Don't let your fucking fears stop you. The best thing is that when you face your fears more and more, and when you put yourself into the uncomfortable as much as you can, you will eventually overcome that fear altogether, and you'll start doing shit that used to terrify you with ease. Now let me explain why this tip is so powerful, so you have enough motivation to really do this shit all the time. This method will indirectly affect everything. You'll get into the habit of talking to new people and saying what you think. You'll stop caring about what people think about you. You'll learn to live in the present moment. And the best part, You'll stop having expectations about social interactions. Doing this at work or school will also improve your reputation. You'll be known as this cool guy who just says what he thinks and doesn't care about how it's received. People are drawn to that kind of shit. Now, back in high school, I would always make funny comments when something happened, and everyone knew me as this chill funny guy who was cool with everybody, and I think that's the best reputation you can have. I have friends in all grades and classes, but no matter where I was, I would always crack funny one-liners, and people liked me for it. It would often lead to a cool conversation and always just created an overall good vibe for everyone around. When you have this reputation at school or even at work, it makes all social interactions even easier, because a lot of people you'll start talking to will already have a good perception of you. Have I convinced you to take this shit to heart already? Because I'm 100% sure that this habit was 80% accountable for my reputation and made high school and college sweet. When people know you create a positive vibe and light up a room, they will always want to be around you. Especially since everyone keeps complaining and constantly talking about depressive shit. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the person that emits positivity. It won't only make others feel better, but you'll feel a lot better as well. Now, before I end the video, I have to add a little disclaimer. Those 3 C's stand for constant, casual, commentary. Remember? Every single one of those words has a reason and is crucial for the method to work. First of all, it has to be constant. You have to do this daily, at least 20 times a day. You won't reprogram your brain unless you do this shit constantly. But don't overdo it. Don't be this annoying guy who has to share every thought every 30 seconds. Second of all, it has to be casual. By this, I mean you shouldn't comment on deep shit like religion, politics, morals, and so on. Nobody cares about political views of a stranger. Another thing I mean by casual is that you shouldn't overthink what you say. All I want you to do is say the shit that crosses your mind. Don't try to make it wittier, don't try to add a hidden message in it or anything like that. Don't try to ensure that what you say isn't offensive. Don't do any of that. Just say your raw comments out loud, one comment at a time. Okay, and finally, commentary. It should be a comment. It shouldn't be a deep thought, it shouldn't be a question, it shouldn't be anything. It should just be a comment with no hidden intention, no hidden meaning, nothing. Just a simple comment. And that's it. See, I told you this shit was simple. If you follow these tips correctly, you'll smash your social anxiety in no time. And for the guys that don't have social anxiety, I have something perfect for you. Like I mentioned earlier, I just released a video that breaks down how you can use texting to not only make girls like you, but make them start chasing you. And don't forget, the advice that I give in this video will work even if you have social anxiety, or you think you do. Remember, this is texting. Texting doesn't require a face-to-face interaction. So if you can learn to text like a boss, you'll be setting yourself up perfectly for the in-person hangout, and girls will go into the date already in love with you. If you want to check out this godly video, then click the link below and I'll be sending it to you immediately. The video will only be available for a few short days, so don't miss out, alright? See you there.